Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now today we're in multiplayer here on Medved. We're going to be jumping from session to session. We're going to be server hopping today here in Medved. Hopefully finding diamonds of animals we don't have yet. For example, we don't have any diamond brown bear, we don't have any diamond Siberian musk deer, we don't have any diamond reindeer, diamond lynx, etc. So hopefully we'll be able to find what we're looking for today. Our goal is to hopefully find another diamond for our one diamond of every species and game goal. So that's what we're going to be looking for today. And to get the job done, let me show you what I've got going on. I still have the 22H, I still have the Quist Reaper 76239, I have the Johansson 450, and I have the Volgarda 375. This seems to be the loadout that works best for me, especially for birds, smaller prey, and even more so medium to large size prey from longer distances. And as far as I know, in this server, as we're walking towards this little itty-bitty lake here, we are in the middle of Siberian musk deer drink time, so that's what we're going to be looking at first. Let's jump right in and get started. Now, I'm not seeing... Oh, there we go. There's a couple musk deer out here, just two females. I think that's all that's at this lake here. At least as far as I know, there's a lot of tall grass here that I can't see through. There may be more right there below me, but I can't really see them. There was a level 5 brown bear over there in the trees there as we were walking up, but I think I've scared him off since we've started walking up here. I'm perfectly content with that. I think... Oh! I knew there was more over here. And that one's not as big as I thought it was going to be, but we're still going to try to take it out. At least it's a male. That definitely was not any sort of vital hit, but at least he's down. It's a respawn, you know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and go pick him up and move on to hopefully a better lake with better musk deer. There's a female brown bear that's frozen up here as well. I mean, I might as well. I'm getting warning called from oh, there's a level 7. I think I'd rather have the level 7 over her. I mean, he's not coming up over the hill here. I don't really know what to do here, because I don't want to wait on him if he's stuck, so I guess I will just take her. And then that level 7 will get away, but that's fine. I think our Siberian musk deer is laying somewhere up here close by. Warning call? He's still not gone? Oh well, I'm not going to wait on him. Here's the female. Oh, she's a cinnamon bear. So... I know a lot of people get confused about the brown bear and the black bear, the grizzly bear, etc. fur types. Cinnamon is not rare for brown bear. Cinnamon is rare for black bear. This is actually a pretty common variant in brown bear. Now, if you find a black bear that has a cinnamon fur type, that is a rare fur type. In fact, if you'd like to learn more about the rare fur types for all of the bears and which ones are more rare than the other, you should check out my friend PiebaldHunter's TikTok as well as his YouTube channel. He goes into detail about all the rare fur types for every animal in-game, so please go check him out. The link to his channel will be in the description. Turns out our musk deer wasn't super far behind. Yeah, 2 shots right into the fucking butt bone, the ass bone there. He would have been... a silver at 156.03, 168 is gold for Siberian musk deer, so I knew he wasn't going to get super big, so I didn't take any extra precaution when shooting. Either way, money in the pocket, it don't matter. Let's move on to the next lake, shall we? Now, as I approach this lake, good lord, look at all the freaking Siberian musk deer over here. There's 3 here, and the biggest one of them is just a level 1. That's a male out there with a max of 199. He's probably still a silver. 185, that's probably still a silver. That's definitely not a gold. Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. That's... her weight changed, but that was the only thing that changed. Lots of little itty-bitty scrawny things. Another really tiny musk deer over here, too. A male level 1 with a max of 164. Oh my gosh. Prospects are... very, 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 very small. Well, I mean, I guess we can take the 2 biggest ones from over here, which would be the level 2s, but again, they're not very nice to look at. Oh, he went down. Well, we were able to pull off 2 from this lake, but at what cost? I mean, if I can be honest, entirely honest, they'll be good respawns, but 1, I don't think we made pretty good shots on either one of them, but 2, overall, their scores were very, very, very tiny. They have more of a chance, I feel, to respawn as silvers than they would for gold, but, I mean, I guess it's worth the risk. Is that another musk deer just standing out there? Yeah, she's calm. I mean, it's not going to blow up a zone to take her, so I guess it'd be fine. There we go. Finally dropped a musk deer. Alright, here's Siberian musk deer number 1 from this lake. Intestines and stomach from 306 yards. I could have sworn we were aiming much farther ahead than where I was actually aiming, but these things are so small, and it's so hard to pinpoint good vitals on this thing from extended periods or extended distance away, so in a way, I'm not surprised. Here's another one. 176.58, just a tad too low. Good Lord Almighty, just the tiniest little bit too low from 270 yards away. We could have easily smacked lung right there if we just aimed just a tiniest little bit higher. Last but not least, I know we dropped this one for sure, but she was just a level 1. We barely dropped her at 200 yards away. That was just barely high enough to sink into the bottom of the lung. I feel like this is very unforgiving. Medved is very, very unforgiving, period, but especially today. On our way to the next lake, I was hollered at by some gray wolf here. I'm going to come over here and see what all the fuss is about. They were about 150 yards away from me or so when they warning called, but usually the wolves get very buggy in multiplayer, so yeah, that's what I figured. They're going to go defensive, but they're not going to attack me. So let me see what we've got. We could have a diamond here. Oh no, they're going to attack me alright. That's concerning. What the fuck? Why do I not have... Oh, I'm gonna die here. Okay, let's try this again. That's 1 down. Where are the others? Was he the only one? I mean, I guess. 35.11, 36 is gold, so he's a very high level 5. Anyway, I guess. We are just a little bit over 350 yards away from this next lake where all these Siberian musk deer are. I've also been made lobby leader, so maybe we'll stay in this server a little longer than I anticipated, just to see what we got going on here, just to look at everything, but if there's nothing of any particular value here, then we will definitely just leave, but for right now, I'd still want to go and take a look at this person's Siberian musk deer population. Ooh, we've got a murder chicken somewhere over here. I think this is a shot that I would be willing to take. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Murder chicken, no. Come back. Hold on. Come on, bitch. Damn it. Well, we didn't get the female musk deer. We didn't get the murder chicken. I hope to God the rest of the Siberian musk deer are still here, because we were very, very, very close to the shoreline when we started popping off. Looks like it. That's a silver level 2 right there. That's a nicer one. Okay, well, it's not facing me, I don't think. Oh, it is. I want to say it is. It was not. That was not a good shot, I don't think. Because if it was, it would have just dropped him. Oh, there's that murder chicken that's flying around. It's flying around. Come on, come on, come on. Give me something, bitch. What the fuck? Usually for bigger birds, the 22H has been wondrous for me. Like, I've been able to nail geese out of the sky with the 22H. But for CAPERCAILLIE, for some reason, I have the worst luck. If they're not on the ground, at the very least. If I can catch them when they're unaware, it's fine. But when they're flying off like that, I struggle so bad. Yeah, look at that. 2 non-vital organ hits. Like, just a little bit over 160 yards away. Dude, what is going on? Let's take a look here. Still not a gold. He would have been 155.38. 168 is gold. Just not very... There's not very much or very many, I should say, high-scoring males so far here on this server. So I don't really know what to make of it. We're gonna keep looking around. I'm lobby leader, so I can change the time whenever I'm ready. We're just gonna keep going, and hopefully we can change it to maybe moose drinking time, or caribou, reindeer, whichever, drinking time. I'd like to take a look at some lynxes, because we haven't really had a dedicated episode on lynxes yet. But I'm sure there's gotta be something cool wandering around here. There's gotta be. So down here at the next lake, there are plenty of other Siberian musk deer here, just not any of any particular value. This one tops out at 187, and this one tops out at 175. So, I mean, I guess the choices here are very obvious if I can get them before they run off. Oh my god, you've got to be serious. Oh, there's the murder chicken. Oh god. Where'd you go? Okay, well. Come on.
Good thing you aim. As bad as you fight. You missed my vital organs.
All of them?
Well, we were not able to drop both of the Siberian musk deer, but we were able to drop one and fatally wound another. And there's a moose. Not worth it. Let's just go pick up our little ones and keep the ball rolling. We don't have a whole lot of time left in Siberian musk deer drink time, so we want to cover as much ground as possible. Alright, here's musk deer number 1. 162.60, finally, full harvest rating. This one was just barely 6 points below gold. We cannot find a gold Siberian musk deer to save our lives today. I don't know what the fuck is up with this, but something's gotta change. I'm not sure what we're doing wrong here. Here's musk deer number 2. 153.74 thoracic vertebra. I overshot it. See, I zeroed for 328, and I didn't aim low enough, so it just ended up going right into the spine. Either way, it would have been just a silver, so if there were any a shot to waste, it would be on a deer like this. So, I'm not going to cry too much about it, and we're going to keep looking. Ooh, that's a really big one. God, no. I don't know where that hit, if it even hit at all. That was a really nice one. Had a max of 243, that was guaranteed to be a gold. Fuck me. I didn't even get a chance to see what all other musk deer could have been out here. I don't know if 31 to 37 is max weight for a Siberian musk deer, but I still want to take an attempt at this guy. If I can at least hit him vitally, then I can die a happy man, you know what I mean? He's a really nice one, maxed out at 243, so he's not diamond by any stretch of the imagination, but he's definitely worth hunting for. Is that him down there? No. It appears, though, that we're up on another lake here for musk deer. Is that him? No, that's not him. That's a max of 143 down there. That's over 100 points smaller than the one we're looking for. But I do not think I see anyone else. Unless our big boy... Oh, are they down here? Yeah, there's a female. There's a CAPERCAILLIE. There's another female. Where's our boy? Where's our boy? There he is. Okay. If I can get him to slow down here. Nice! Got him! Okay. Siberian musk boy down. And there is a CAPERCAILLIE right there. Don't take off, please. Oh yeah, that's a dead bird. So to close Siberian musk deer drink time, we have a nice, decently scored Siberian musk deer, and we have a CAPERCAILLIE to go pick up. I will take it. Here's the CAPERCAILLIE. It looks like it kind of ran into the face of the rock here and died, but 4.42, 4.64 is diamond. Not bad at all. If I'd aimed just a little higher, I probably would have hit lung, but it died pretty quick, so I knew I had to have hit some kind of organ. And let's take a look at our big boy here. 214.57. 249 is diamond. So no, he would not have been a diamond, but his estimate was very, very close to that 249, 250 range. So I definitely wanted him because I knew he was at least going to be a gold. We were pretty lucky to hit the liver there once he started moving to the right. I would have liked to have hit, lungs, maybe heart, but that's okay. At least we hit a vital organ on this one. We've been struggling to do so far. We hit a vital organ. we're fine. Okay, now that Siberian musk deer time is over, which means it's almost 12:30, I'm not sure what else could be drinking around this time. I think moose drink? Let me see. Surely they've got moose zones out here. They don't. This person doesn't have any moose zones. I think moose drink here now. So let me come up here and check on the population. Well, it looks like I was right. It is time for moose to drink. However, prospects are very, very, very small. Like, that level 2 has a max of 135, and that level 3 has a max of 128. That is just downright pitiful. And they only have 3 little cows with them. So I definitely don't want to, I don't want to bother them. I think I'm just going to leave them alone. As for the rest of the lake here, we have so much to explore here. Usually, moose drink zones are in overabundance on this lake at the very least. So this is the best part of the map to hunt for moose. So give me just a moment here, and we're going to take a look around and see what other moose zones this person has. Oh, actually, yes, moose mating call. So the moose are coming into this part of the map here. I was able to... Ooh, there's a lynx. I think I'd rather have the lynx, because there's that female moose, but I don't see any other male counterparts with her. I have been looking around over here on this side. Oh, they were not here a minute ago. I was just over there. They were not there before. Oh, there's another one here. That was not there a minute ago. There's probably more. Yep, right there. That I've not been able to spot because they just were not there previously, even though I went literally digging for them, looking for them. But as far as I know, this lady here does not have a male counterpart. The other zones here have not been particularly interesting to me, as far as I know. That man right there has a max of 191, and this man has a max of 175, so nothing over 200. This guy has a max of 194, again, not anything over 200, not interested. That's just a female over here. So, I guess our best prospect as of right now is this level 6 lynx, if I can find him again. There we go. Gonna 0 for 328 here and pray that I hit this cat. That's a good shot, right? Also, what the fuck? Well, there's a guy behind me that started shooting right before I shot that lynx. But, fortunately enough for me, the lynx is down. He was not able to scare it off. He was too far away. But he was close enough to us to the point where it scared off a lot of the moose in this area here. So, he can have those tiny moose if he wants them. But I didn't appreciate him just rolling up on me smooth and just pulling the trigger everywhere. He better watch. I'll fucking kick him. So first things first, this is like a reindeer or a caribou that someone had just left here. This person wasn't in the server when I joined, so he's been laying for quite a while. Definitely did not make very educated decisions here, as you can see. It was kind of just standing here, and he aimed just a little too high from... Wait a second. He was from like 41 yards away. Why is he aiming all the way up there? And then intestines and stomach... Oh my god. He has to have been... This person had to have been new, right? There's no way. There's no way. Anyway, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Where's my lynx? Oh god, I hit a no organs hit on it. Probably because that guy behind me was stressing me the fuck out. I wasn't able to, like, get it where I needed to be. He started shooting right as I shot this lynx. Is it even worth picking up? I'm not gonna. No, it's not a vital shot. I'm not gonna worry about it. That motherfucker behind me started blowing up moose zones. Like, I'm not out here hunting moose. So, I took care of it. I kicked him. I'm not gonna let somebody run right over me while I'm trying to do shit. I don't care what you do in your own private time, but when I'm out here doing shit, you're not gonna get in the way of what I'm doing, buddy. Now, at this point in the hunt, I'll be lucky if there's any nice scoring moose still left here on this lake, but that's not gonna stop me from trying. They're finally popping in here from a distance, but it doesn't look like there's very many moose left, let alone very many high-scoring moose left. I am getting warning called by reindeer left and right, because they're all laying up here, like resting or feeding, what have you, because they also flock to this lake in droves. So I'm just going to keep... Oh, that was a nicer moose, 225, the first moose that I've seen with a score estimate over 200, so... Let's go ahead and try to get him down here. Not down there! Damn it. It's okay. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm sure there's more moose on... Oh, yes. 267. That's huge. That is huge. I will take that. There's a bear? Where is the bear? Is that the bear? I think that's a bear. I spotted one, but it doesn't like have the cues, the outline. I don't know where he is. That's just strange. Oh, there he is. That is him. Well, I mean, he's more interesting than most of the moose that are out here, so might as well. Now, big guy over here, 267, right? I'm pretty sure that was his estimate. 267 should not have fled. Well, there's 226. Not nearly as nice. Oh yeah, 267's still here. I definitely want him. Is he attentive? No, he's calm. That's nice. I'll take it. This guy's gonna be wonky like this Yukon diamond moose that I found. He only has one brow tine. By the way, if you haven't seen that, my TikTok is in the description. Please go check that out if you'd be interested in seeing the weirdest Yukon diamond moose you've ever seen. Anyway, it looks like we have a bear here to pick up, and then we have a moose to go pick up. So let's take care of our trophies before we head on out. Here's our brown bear that we couldn't hardly spot. Red, brown. That's such a really pretty fur type. Heart and left lung. We just barely got there underneath the heart. It was just enough to scrape the bottom of it. However, 23.98, he was barely above gold at a level 6. I will take it. They usually, even in their higher scores, don't really score that much higher above gold anyway, so I will run with it. It looks like more moose are coming back to the area, but if they're not antlered, I don't really want them. And the only antlered one left is this guy right here. I guess we just don't have any choice. Nice. Absolutely smoked. Oh god, what do we have here? Someone else is already up here with me. Ugh. Please don't cause any more problems. I'm just trying to hunt moose. Look, he's trying to look for me. He's got his binoculars out looking for me, because I know he can't see that far out. He can't see any of the moose that are back here. It's like way out of render distance. He's over here looking for me. And now onto our moose. 175.74. So this guy was definitely not going to be the highest scoring at all. I knew that going into it. But the shot, at least, was very nice. From 179, almost 180 yards away, we just barely nabbed the heart there, and we were able to get into the lung. He's not a bad scoring silver if silvers are what you want to go for, but he's definitely not... It's definitely not what we want. I was getting a little worried there because my dog is, again, glitched. The multiplayer dog glitch is still very much a thing, so I wasn't going to be able to get him to track down my moose. 225.42. At least we have a decent scoring male moose while we were here. Left lung, right lung, 180 yards away. I mean, you can't really ask for much better than that outside a heart shot, and I definitely wasn't going to be able to hit a heart shot with an angle like that through the weeds. So, we did what we could, and I think we nailed it. Okay, there's another guy here. Of course there is. They keep coming over here, like, I know they can see me on the map, and they keep coming to this lake. I'm just trying to hunt moose, bro. As long as he stays on this side of the lake, I don't care. But the last two guys saw me out here and started sprinting towards me. So I kicked the both of them. Sue me. As long as he stays over there and he's respectful of my my area, if he's respectful of what I'm doing, I don't give a shit. Nothing super interesting down here as well, as far as I know. Just one really small male here, two really small males, actually, a level 3 and a level 2. I think we've already looked at them. And then there's another zone out here that just has one little female, and I don't see anything else. So I think I'm just going to let this guy have the rest of the moose that's on this lake. There's nothing here that I want, at the very least, so he can take it. Let's move on up here. Around this little, I wouldn't call it an island, really, but around this little hill here, they love to gather, especially around the left side there, towards, like, the shoreline, the main shoreline of the rest of the map. They love to, like, pile up there. So, hopefully someone's got something interesting out here waiting for me. So we do have a moose out here as we're approaching the better part of the island here, the little outskirts here. But the moose that I've spotted, oh, he's getting away, is not very big at all. I still want to try to take a shot at him. At least while I have while I have a chance. That was not a very good shot at all. That was, at the very least, intestines. A little high, I think, but I want to say I clipped the back part of the lung there. He's going down rather quick. If I didn't hit lung, I definitely hit liver there. Also, I seem to be running into, like, parts of the floor here that I keep getting stuck on, almost like there's an invisible barrier. Medved has always had this problem out on the open ice, where if you go onto it in certain parts, you kind of just get stuck and can't walk on it, and you have to, like, move around. Sometimes you even fall through the floor in certain parts. At least that was my experience playing Medved a long time ago. I don't know if they've fixed that, but apparently there's, like, invisible barriers or invisible rocks. There's some parts of this where you can't really walk on it, you get stuck, and I hope you won't fall through the floor still. I'd like to think they've patched that, but I'm not going to really hold my breath on it. Alright, that took me a little while, trying to Skyrim up these ridges, these rocky ridges, is a bit of a problem sometimes, but we finally found our little guy. Oh, the second shot didn't render at all, it didn't hit at all, so we did just hit intestines there. He would not have been a gold at 154.3, so at least we know we didn't mess up something important. Either way, I mean, money in the pocket. We're going to keep the ball rolling, and hopefully we can find something much nicer. Alright, now we're talking. There's a male moose over here. He's a max waiter with a maximum of 256. I think we'll be lucky if he scores gold, but we have a level 3 here with a max of 217 as well. So I think what I want to do here, first I have to reload. I'm going to inch in just a little bit closer here, and I'm going to see if we can't take home both of those giant male moose. I say giant, not as in score, but giant as in size. Moose, realistically, are ginormous creatures, usually bigger than the sizes of your, like, minivans, like your Suburbans, your Escalades, your Cadillacs. They are gargantuan creatures, and people don't often realize that. So we definitely want to take home these massive, massive monsters. Oh, yeah. That was perfect. That was everything we needed. Well, we know one of the moose didn't get very far, so let's take care of him first. This one was a level 3, topping out at 189.5. So he was just a little bit under 10 points away from gold. We were able to nail him in the right and left lung. I guess I shot him when he was scratching his little ear, his little face. I didn't exactly notice that he was scratching, but from 190 yards away almost, we nailed him. And this big guy right over here is our level 4. He's all caught up in these weeds. We don't really have a very nice look at him, very, good look at him. He's like face first in a bush that I can't, like, deflate by walking over, but 210, so he did make gold. Not very high. He wasn't very much higher above gold, but he certainly is delicious looking. Like, I know it's a little dark. I don't know why the lighting is like this, but, like, his tines here, these giant, long, curvy tines up here, are just delicious. His brow tines are a little weak. They're long, but they're not very thin, and they're not very, like, out there. You know what I mean? Definitely not indicative of anything super high scoring or super important, but at least we know we took him down. Okay, we kind of got to make this quick. We kind of just rolled up on him smooth. That was not a very good shot, I don't think, but I think we still hit vital. There was another male there with that one, but, oh wow, that one kind of just flopped. That one's going to get away. I think he was the smaller one. If I'm not mistaken, this guy topped out at over 180. He's definitely going to be a silver, but we definitely took the bigger male out of that herd. I didn't expect him to be literally just right around that fucking corner. Alright, let's take a look at what this wonky guy's got. 179, so again, very far off, very, very far off actually from gold. I wanted to get the heart shot in, but he moved at the very, very, very last second, and we were still able to take out the left lung and the liver, so he died in a hurry, at the very least. I mean, we got the biggest one out of the herd, like I said. Not the most ideal circumstance to be in when hunting moose. This guy was very well hidden, but we were still able to make up for that lost time. So, plot twist, something came up while I was recording, so I had to leave and come back. However, this is a day later, but I'm making do on my promise to find lynx. Usually this is a great area for feeding zones for lynxes. I'm up here at this part of the map. Usually there's feeding zones around through here out in the wide open, right on the edges here of the bank. But since it's unfortunately resting time, I think the best way to go about finding resting lynxes are to be down here. You're going to have to teleport down here or have a tent somewhere in this area. You can spawn in any one of these outposts out here and you should be able to find lynxes. However, I'm going to teleport to this outpost and hopefully we can find us a decent sized Eurasian lynx, and hopefully this lobby is honest and authentic and not a modded lobby. there's a really, really small wild boar out here all by his lonesome. We haven't had a chance to take a look at wild boar on Medved so far in this video. At least I don't think very much at all. But we already have our diamond wild boar. I'd like to take a look at some links, speaking of, and hopefully we can take home something really pretty and really nice. Oh, I just saw the silhouette. She's alarmed. She's only level 1, so I'm not going to worry too much about her. Oh, yeah. The Quist Reaper just drops them dead in their tracks. Let's go get her. There's a murder chicken to the right. We also haven't had a good chance to look at any CAPERCAILLIE at all on my channel. But I have killed a couple from various different Medved servers, and I like to hunt them. I think they're fun to look at, but ultimately they're not a hyper focus of mine. I tend to be awful at bird hunting anyways, so maybe CAPERCAILLIE can be a species we visit today at some point. Anywho, let's take a look at our first lynx of the day. 17.08. She was not even a silver, albeit she was so close. So close. Less than a point, I think. No, I'm wrong. She was 1.5 away. I'm very wrong. My math is awful. But thanks to the power of the 76239 here, we were able to power through not just both lungs, but we were able to take out the liver as well. Not the best angle that we had, but we were able to take out the 3 most important vital organs here, minus the brain and minus the heart. But either way that works, it was still a very vital shot. Oh, there he is. There he is. There. No, that's not him. That's a different cat. That's not our male, but it's still a cat nonetheless. And she is within very perfect range. It is also Siberian musk deer drink time, but I'm vastly disinterested in Siberian musk deer. I've had just about enough of hunting Siberian musk deer. Finding a diamond for a musk deer is like pulling teeth half the time. This female was a gray fur type instead of that like yellowy tan kind of fur type. I'm not super partial to any of the Eurasian lynx fur types outside of piebald. I don't care if it's albino. I don't care if it's melanistic. Even though those are the 2 rarest varieties for lynx, I think the piebald lynxes are beautiful. The piebald bobcats are just as pretty. I've never found one of them. I've never seen one of them outside of someone else's screenshot, but I would love to find one. And if not one of those, I'd love to see a diamond. Now, she was only a level 2 minor, scoring 18.01. There's no way in hell I would have even expected her to score a silver at level 2. But to see that our score is rising in our harvest so far, even though we've not really found much of anything yet, that's a very motivating factor in our search for Eurasian lynx. Oh, she was right there in front of us. Maybe I can catch her on the fly here? Nope. Okay, well, let's try this again. That wasn't the greatest shot there. Maybe that was a liver? I don't know. She's going down like that was a non-vital shot. It wouldn't surprise me. We're going to pick her up anyway. She blended completely into her surroundings, which that's her intended purpose. She blends in very, very well into this environment. That makes it harder for me to see. That was a little tricky, but we're going to go get her and see what happened. See, that's what I mean. She blends so well into this. Yeah, the first shot was just shy of all the important organs there, and then on the second shot, we just clipped the right femoris there. The right leg didn't exactly work out in our favor, but she was only a 2 minor, scoring 17.78. Again, not even a silver. So, nothing to cry about. She's just spilled milk, you know what I mean? But even with a foobarred shot, we were still able to take home $904 in cash. That's pretty great. That's pretty great for a messed up harvest. So I think what we're going to do now, I've walked a little bit too close over here. I've unfortunately flown too close to the sun on a feeding or resting zone hunt for lynxes. I'm going to check and see if they still drink here. So give me just a moment. According to my research, lynxes usually used to drink around 3 to 6 a.m. However, I come out here to look, and so far I've only found brown bear. So I've reset the time to the supposed drink time for Eurasian lynx. And according to both Reddit and the wiki, the Hunter Call of the Wild wiki for Eurasian lynx, apparently the drink times for Eurasian lynx have been eradicated. They've been removed. But I don't know that for sure, because again, my app says they still have a drink time. Even the wiki states that the drink time is 3 to 6, but the wiki also, in the same breath, states that the Eurasian lynx drink time has been removed since the release of Reventuli Coast, because lynx also, or I guess it's bobcats in New England, and then Eurasian lynx in Reventuli. Apparently, with the launch of Reventuli, the drink zones for lynx have been entirely removed from Medved only, which is kind of strange. But we're still going to investigate and look around. So far, all I've been able to spot drinking at this time are brown bear, but that's not going to stop me from looking. I'm slowly approaching a lake here, and if there's just brown bear at it, I'm just going to assume that my app is misinformed and they don't actually have a drink time. I am being ferociously hollered at by lynx in this area, supposedly like 100 yards away from me, and I can't even see them. Okay, it's only level 6, so I'm going to do my best here. Oh, of course I hit a hitbox. I hit it, just not very well. Yep, that cat is going to go down, and not in a very healthy way. That was a little misfortunate, considering it would have been the biggest lynx that we've been able to catch so far, but it'll be fine. It'll buff. We're just going to pick him up and see where we went wrong. Oh, they do have a drinking time. Drinking zone discovered. Eurasian lynx. So they do drink here. Okay. They do drink. They do drink. They do drink. They do drink. Alright, here's our lynx. Flesh wound. That's quite a strange shot. Shooting lynx in the daytime is hard enough, but shooting lynx when it's dark out is frankly impossible. They blend in so well during the daytime, and you can't hardly see them until they're like right up on you in the nighttime. And that's really frustrating. It's really difficult, but the challenge is so worth it. Unfortunately, this guy would have been a gold at 24.27. 23.78 is gold standard, and diamond standard is 27.68. So was he close to diamond by any stretch? No, ma'am, he was not. But he still would have been a nice trophy to look at least in his full harvest score. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, there's been a change of plans. That was a level 3 CAPERCAILLIE. That was a level 3 CAPERCAILLIE. Hello? That took me completely and utterly by surprise. What the actual fuck was that? He just flew right over my head, no warning, had no idea it was even in the area until I was walking up on this little lake here to look at lynxes. What just happened? So fortunately for us, oh, there's bear down here. But fortunately for us, when it comes to CAPERCAILLIE, they are very easy to spot in environments like this. They are usually very dark, and they're albeit very small, but they're dark. And against this harsh, stark white snow all over the place, they stand out like a sore thumb usually. That little fucking bird must have flown for miles, because I'm not seeing sight or sound of that poor little CAPERCAILLIE. I know I didn't hit him. Obviously not. But I can't seem to locate any of his tracks. Fleeing, or walking, or trotting, or landing, or anything. I'm not able to find him at all. Come on, I know he flew in this area. He flew in this direction. Usually if you get too close to a murder chicken, it will just straight up attack you. It will become aggressive, and it will come right up on you. So maybe there's a perfect world where I can find this guy and piss him off, or I can find this guy in where he landed, and I don't have to look too far for him. Okay, I've come up on some CAPERCAILLIE in an area close to where I found that level 3. So maybe I can spook it into flying, and maybe it's still in the area. Is that it? No. That's definitely not it. We got one CAPERCAILLIE. It's just a female, so I'm not going to stay too long on her. But I know he was in this relative area. I know his tracks have to be somewhere around here, because this is where I spooked him from, and he flew towards me. I didn't receive a warning or fleeing call from any other CAPERCAILLIE in the area when I, 1, ran right up to her, and 2, shot her damn near point blank. So that's a very telling sign that he's not in the area per se, but we could always find his tracks in this area if he's already been here. Part of me wants to reset the time, but I'm kind of scared to do that because what if we do reset the time and he doesn't show up in this area? And then I'll have to go out of my way to find all of the best spots for CAPERCAILLIE and pray to God that I find it while I have the time. Oh, this might be him. This right here might be him. Okay, I'm on the tracks. They're very old, but they are for a CAPERCAILLIE. A male CAPERCAILLIE at that. So maybe if I follow these tracks, these are indicative of where our diamond CAPERCAILLIE, potential diamond, I'll say, I'm not going to assume. Maybe these will point us in the direction of where our diamond CAPERCAILLIE went. Oh, dude. Dude, I'd walk just like right up on him. I didn't even have any real time to respond. Like, usually I have to leave a little bit of extra time in between finding an animal and shooting it, you know, to offer a transition for the video for editing purposes, but no, I didn't have any time to react at all. I just walked right up on him. That was a level 3. I'm going to take a picture for the Insta Lodge, obviously. If you want to see more screenshots and more photography that I take in-game as I hunt, you can find that there. The link is in the description should you choose to seek it out. Again, I'm not going to hold my breath. He still very well could troll, but I'm praying that he doesn't. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's fucking go. The thing I love most about CAPERCAILLIE is that they are not a bird that you have to flush and shoot out of the air. The CAPERCAILLIE, you can walk right up to them, or they can walk right up to you, and you can take them out on the ground. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. They're not like the pheasants, where you have to flush them, send them in the air, and shoot them down like skeet shooting. I don't have to worry about that with these. So, anyways, 4.86, 4.64, very similarly to turkey, is diamond for the Western CAPERCAILLIE. This guy was 0.22 above. Yep, 0.22 above diamond. So not a super large diamond at all. However, considering max weight for a Western CAPERCAILLIE is 11 pounds on the dot, he scored 10.7 pounds. That's a pretty big fucking bird, if I do say so myself. I am so pumped. I thought that I would never find one of these because birds are some of the hardest species, including rabbits, to hunt for in Call of the Wild, but I can finally mark this guy off the list and not have to lose any sleep about finding a diamond CAPERCAILLIE anytime soon. Well, God, now that I've found a CAPERCAILLIE, I don't really know what to do with myself. I don't even know if I want to go back to Lynx. That's fucking crazy. Wow. Jeez. I guess we'll just wander around here for a little while longer. I guess it wouldn't hurt. It's 6:30 in-game. Let me take a look and see what's drinking at this time. I guess it's still brown bear, I'm assuming. If that's the case, then we're going to go take a look at some brown bear. So, since we don't have a whole lot of time left to take a look at brown bear, I'm here at this obviously very giant lake here. It is my favorite lake to hunt for moose here. But brown bear also congregate here. They're going to be very easy targets drinking here along the lake. I could have chosen to go along the coastline where all the exposed ice and water is, but I feel like we do that a little too much when we're out here on Medved. So I figure not why try out this lake, because I've never tried this lake for brown bear. There's also reindeer in abundance. You're kidding. You are joking. You are kidding. That's a troll reindeer. There are brown bear coming in. That one's a level 7 out there. Definitely not anywhere near close to diamond by any stretch of the imagination. So we're definitely not going to spend a whole lot of time focusing on that guy. However, since they do drink at the very same time that reindeer do, at least our options are open. At least our options are very, very open, to say the least. For now, however, I do want to go after this guy. He tops out at 403. I really don't think he's going to make it. If he does, color me surprised. They have a very, very high tendency to troll, and that's something that disappoints me a lot in reindeer. Aw, fuck, I scared him. As I was saying, they very frequently troll, similarly to the caribou, so again, I'm not really going to hold my breath, but it would be nice to take him down if I can get him to just stop moving for all of 10 seconds. I guess I got too excited and I was too focused on yapping to care about how close I was to him. But that caribou out there has a really nice rack. He's not gonna make it at all. Not even close. And then there was another. Yes, 436. Oh my God, that guy could make it. Come on, buddy, go alert, go alert. Stop for me, stop for me. I let the level 5 get away. I don't want you to get away. Come on, 436 is huge, and he has a ginormous, gorgeous rack. Please. Oh, I think he's... Yes. Perfect. Come on now. That's got to be a good shot. Hey, so upon further investigation, according to my Call of the Wild Guide app, only one of these caribou have a decent chance to make it, and it was him, with a max of over 436, because 430.2 is diamond for reindeer. Now, his rack does look super promising, but I don't think he's going to have a chance at it either. But definitely wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Yeah, notorious for trolling caribou and reindeer. Doesn't surprise me at all. And considering the level 5's maximum is 406, he also does not have a chance at all. 369.59, however, is a pretty decent-sized gold reindeer, just not exactly what we're looking for. I have a couple diamond caribou. I don't have any diamond reindeer. I've never had a diamond reindeer, and I would love so badly just to find one. Yeah, there goes our level 5. He's coming back to his zone, but he only tops out at 403. So for sure, he has a gorgeous rack, but he's not at all a diamond. Very, very, very sad. Very, very disappointing. But there's still a lot more ground to cover on the right side of the lake here that we have yet to see in terms of reindeer for this map. So hopefully we can find something over there worthwhile. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dropped him like a bad habit, baby. I know he's just a troll, but I can never resist a decent heart shot when I can finally land them. It's so funny how we came out here and we set on finding brown bear, and we ended up finding nice scoring reindeer for once. It happened when we found the CAPERCAILLIE. We were set out looking for lynx, and we found something better than lynx. So, I don't know. It's just strange how these things always seem to happen. Yeah, his rack is crazy uneven anyways. You see how this one curves more to the front here, and the other one here kind of curves in the same direction, but instead of curving down and getting thicker, like it curves towards the sky. It curves up. The tines on the top here are very uneven and very different in comparison to the antler on the right anyways. 386.45. Genuinely a beautiful reindeer, but at the end of the day, they're never beating the troll allegations. They are never beating the troll allegations. You will hardly ever find a decent scoring diamond in one of these fucking things, and it is miserable hunting for one of these or grinding for one of these in a decent diamond score because you just simply will not find one 9 times out of 10, and it's my biggest gripe about this game. The reindeer and the caribou scoring are so broken. If you're a longtime viewer of mine, you will know that I've griped about this for a very long time. They're just broken. They need to be reevaluated or redone. Something needs to change. I don't know. Either way, they're not scoring as equally as some of the other antlered species in the game, and I don't think that's very fair. Now, as for grizzly bear, I think she's a spirit bear, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think she's a normal fur type unless I'm absolutely reaching, unless I'm, like, geeked off the sauce or something. But I still want to take her out here because those fur types are just so pretty. I've always loved the spirit bears, no matter how they come. There's a nicer bear out here. It's at level 7. We're definitely going to take a look at him. And there's, God almighty, tons of other fucking reindeer out here. Including, that big level 4 that we've decided to pass on. There's another level 4 out here scoring max of 345. There's one out here with a max of 354. Nothing very promising, especially considering the fur types here are not giving us any kind of, like, there's no goodies. You know what I mean? There's absolutely no goodies. None whatsoever. Oh, yeah, she's definitely a spirit bear. Oh, gray? I thought these bears had a spirit fur type. At least they did a long time ago. They do have a spirit type. This one's just a gray type. So there is a distinct difference. I wonder how hard it would be to find a spirit bear nowadays. Anyway, 20.04. Not the most high scoring bear, but she's definitely very pretty. There's tons of more reindeer out here. The biggest one being a very small level 3 topping out at 213. That's not even a silver, I think. And with them is a level 4 male brown bear. Definitely not interested in any of these. Definitely not. So we're just going to try to move around here and... Oh. Is this it? Yeah, because there's that other really nice level 3 out there. I think that was a level 3. Yeah, I think that's all this map rather this lake has to offer right now. Oh, there's a lynx out there. That's a... Oh, I flashbanged myself. Well, with the way this lynx is operating, yep, it's a feed zone. That's what I figured. I don't know if I have the capability here, but I'm gonna try. Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened there, but we did something there. I think we spine shot her. That's fine with me, but... Hey, that's another links in the books, I guess. We've had some very, very, very strange luck here at the tail end of the video, and I'm so happy to have got it on camera, but I don't really have a whole lot of time to keep hanging around here, so this is the last harvest of the day, unfortunately. Oh, damn, I shot her 3 times. It didn't even give me an animation for one of them. I don't even know how that counted. That was just barely under the stomach there, and then for some reason it only counted the heart, even though it was miles away from it, and was closer to the lungs than anything else, from 360 yards away even. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. She was only a silver, scoring 18.68. That's like 0.1 above silver, so definitely not something to cry about for too long. It's just strange. This game operates in such weird ways. Also, what's this pose? What the fuck is this? Hello? This is unfortunately where I have to stop for now. I would love to stick around and keep looking around and see what other hidden gems are on this map, because let's face it, this hunt has just been crazy today. But unfortunately, I have to go for now. If you like what you've seen today, leave a like, subscribe if you want, ring the dinner bell for notification next time I go live, or next time there's a new upload. As aforementioned, I do have an Insta Lodge that you can find down in the description. Any photography that I take in-game, including harvest screens or trophy shots or even trophy lodges, like insight into my trophy lodges as they currently are. All of that can be found down below in my Insta Lodge. I also have a TikTok, which is linked down below. Any additional Call of the Wild content that doesn't quite make it into my YouTube videos gets posted there first. I also have a Twitch. It is Xanderism with 2 eyes. That link can also be found down below. I stream Call of the Wild from time to time, and if you would like to watch me play live, I would love to have you, and I hope to see you in the next stream. All of this to say, thank you so, so, so much for hunting with me today. It's been a pleasure to see you again. Let's get together again soon. And with that, roll the tape, and I will see you next time. Hey there, thanks again for watching my video. If you'd like, you can select the link to my right to subscribe today, or if you're looking for more Xander content, you can select the links to the left of me to watch even more of my videos. Or if you'd like to keep in touch, you can check out the links below and find me on all your other favorite social platforms. And with that, it was great to see you again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.